What's good? What's good? This is Tico. Do me a favor, subscribe to the channel. Once you're done with this video, share this video and hit the notification bell to get notified anytime I drop videos. Let's get into it. UFC, where are we going with anything they got going on right now? It's not making a lot of sense. And I've said this before. When they signed that $1 billion deal with Paramount Plus, what is that going to do for the fighters? Because ultimately they got to get paid. They're the ones that get in the octagon, sacrifice their body, their life, just to entertain us. And after a while, you start seeing certain things and you say to yourself, why are certain fights not happening? What is really going on with the UFC right now? Back in the days, we used to get those fights that we wanted to see, and that's what UFC stood for. We are making fights happen, not like boxing. Boxing, you have to wait so long for a certain fighter to fight another fighter that you want to see, and sometimes it won't even happen. With UFC, for the longest, we saw certain fights happening because we're like, okay, I wanted to see that fight. The best with the best, and let's see what they're capable of doing. Now, pay-per-view is not available and people are not paying. All you get is you sign up for Paramount Plus and you get to watch all the fights with a whole bunch of ads. And look, I'm not here complaining. I'm not the casual UFC fan. Uh, I'm a person that has been keeping up with the fight game for a very long time. And yes, there are some upcoming fighters, and sometimes you're like, okay, they're on their way up, but they end up losing. But let's be real, Conor McGregor took UFC to levels that even UFC couldn't even imagine. But this is not about Conor McGregor. Let's talk about the GOAT, Jon Jones, and him not getting in this White House card. To me, it's not making any sense. When you got the person that at one point did not like you because you were ducking him, Tom Aspinall, saying, hey, why is the UFC not paying Jon Jones what he's worth? He's worth every penny. The things that Jon Jones went through in his UFC career, that's all we're talking about. We're not talking about what he does on the outside. But what he has done for UFC for so long, you're going to tell me you can't cut the check, but you're willing to cut the check for one fighter in boxing, Conor Ben, for 15 or 20 million dollars for one fight, and you're going to tell me there's no money in the bank. It ain't making sense to me. Look, I get it. He did not fight Tom Aspinall when they offered him $30 million. Okay. Francis Ngannou, who knows what happened? There was fights that did not happen when they needed to happen, but now we got Alex Pereira versus Cyril Gahn, and I'm just telling myself, okay, who really wanted to watch that? Who expected that? I don't know, man. I feel like the UFC right now is on a downhill. They're not gonna make the fights that need to happen. The big superstars that are available to even get in the octagon are not happening. We're making these fights that don't make any kind of sense whatsoever. And we're saying, hey, this is what you get. And even Dana White himself has said it several times that if you don't like what we do over here, you don't have to watch it. What kind of owner will say that to the consumer? We are the reason why the UFC is where it is right now because we spend our hard-earned money to watch these fights that we wanted to watch at a time where y'all were making fights happen. Now we don't even get that. It doesn't make any sense. What is holding? You're gonna tell me all these people that getting involved with the White House? I'm talking about financially wealthy cannot pay Jon Jones the money that he deserves. I know a lot of people might not like Jon Jones because of some of the things he's done in the past and how Dana White was glazing over him for many, many years. But you ain't gotta lie, bro, about it. You ain't gotta be a fraud. Look, what I don't understand about UFC right now, everything is, hey, keep it on low, don't say nothing. I'm like, bro, why? If these fights need were set up and already planned out, what are we secreted about? They nothing to hide. Just come out here and say it, man. We are making certain fights where people don't even like. Look, Patty Pimblin versus Justin Gagey, unnecessary. We didn't need that. Diego Lopez versus Alexander, we didn't need that. Recently, who was it? Max Holloway versus Charles Oliveira. It was a fight that we wanted, we got it, but the card was trash. At least give us a co-main event. Look, I know what y'all gonna say. You're gonna complain about no man. It's not complaining, bro. It's being a fan and not getting those fights that really make sense. Why are certain fighters just being benched and not they ain't got nothing lined up for them? And I think it was Algis Sterling that said in El Hawani that the biggest issue is that certain fighters are gonna step in with lesser pay just to fight. For example, right when Jon Jones was asking for so much money to fight Tom Aspinall, Derek Lewis, nothing against Derek Lewis, he's a fan favorite, but he literally got on one of these interviews, press conference, and say, "I do it for $1 million," instead of backing up Jon Jones and saying, "Hey, he should get paid." Because in all actuality, all of y'all should get paid a decent amount to a point that okay, these fighters are getting paid. This money there. Where is the money going to? Who knows? There should be no reason why Jon Jones is asking to be released from the UFC if he provided his life so many years, so many fights, held the title belt, held the title, and I'm just like, bro, pay the man. What are we gonna do now? We gonna get okay cards that people be like, it's cool. I'm not excited about it like I used to be. And this Paramount Plus, it's not like when you watch a UFC fight, right? Back in the days, I used to watch it. I used to be excited for the press conference, the back and forth, and then when the event happened, I would like to watch it from the very beginning in the build up. And I'm watching, I'm like getting excited. Oh, this fighter's about to come out to this song. Oh, yeah, man, he's ready. But these days, you watch it and you see an ad with some chicken wings, some insurance, buy you a new car, some things that don't even matter. You're gonna tell me I can't work something out where I don't get it, man. There's money there. Y'all just not giving the money to the fighters. And I felt like that last year. Like I felt like, man, this is gonna be a huge problem, especially when knowing that y'all willing to pay boxers a certain amount of money, especially boxers that not at the elite level like a Canelo or even Terrence Crawford, Earl Spence. Like Conor Ben is not at that level. And I'm not saying he's not a good boxer. I'm not saying he's a horrible boxer or his name's not out there like that. But if you comparing $15 million to a Jon Jones that people recognize when they see him in the street, they're like, "Oh, that's Jon Jones." Nah, bro, y'all playing, man. Y'all playing. And this is gonna be, I'll be honest with y'all, this is gonna be Dana's White downfall. The whole UFC. What the UFC needs to do is stick like NBA players and man and go on strike and say, no, we're not doing any kind of movement until that pay is good in my pockets. We're not gonna get the fights we want, man, anymore, man. We just gonna get, oh yeah, that's cool, bro. Yeah, I guess I'll watch it. And I'm a fan, bro. I'm not no casual person. I was watching the tough, those kind of series when with Connor and back in the days with Rashad Evans, Rampage Jackson. Come on, Misha Tate, Ronda Rousey. Like, come on, man. Even Ronda Rousey, it has an event coming up, and that sounds more electrifying and more exciting than any UFC card so far. I don't know, man. Pay the man his money, man. He's worth it, man. He's done what he needed to do. Come on, man. You can't be that greedy and not give. I don't get it, bro. I just don't get it. I'm so confused. What is going on with the UFC? What's gonna happen? Who knows, man? Y'all let me know, man. Are y'all excited about the direction the UFC is going right now? We are getting certain fights, but not the fights that need to happen. There should be no reason why Justin Gaethje got the interim belt while you got Armin Saruki just there as the number one contender, pretty much. I don't know, man. And the way Jon Jones right now, man, who knows, bro? Like, who doesn't want to see Jon Jones get into with Alex Pereira, man? It would have been dope if he would have went back and got his belt. But still, watching him there, I don't know, man. Y'all do me a favor. Subscribe to the channels. And I'm disappointed. I hope y'all doing good, man. Physically, mentally, spiritually, financially, wherever you're in your life, take care of yourself. Make sure you check out the website, r2drec.com. And always remember, have peace in your heart, have faith, and never give up. And I'll see you on the next one, all right?